stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. On the cell phone here, on the CameraFi Live app again, I am Thomas Metal75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Review. And as the title of the video says, this is a porter beer today. From where? Chicago, Illinois, by way of Revolution Brewing with their Eugene Porter. They have, from Revolution Brewing, a very unique and interesting socialist Karl Marx Revolution Rise Up, Stand Up kind of a look to their stuff. And they even have that red star. Interesting. Comes in a can. I think this is the receipt. It certainly is. The Eugene Porter 6-pack of cans was $10.99. So I don't think that's a bad price for a good quality craft beer. They say on the website, revbrew.com, striking, robust porter, full of warmth and chocolate malt. Eugene is a robust porter named after Eugene V. Debs, D-E-B-S, an American Union leader and activist who led the Pullman Railroad strike in 1894. An assortment of Belgian specialty malts form a complex structure of toasted grain and caramel flavors. Dark chocolate makes this porter black as night and infuses it with its distinct, intense chocolate essence. The beer is 6.8% alcohol by volume at 28 IBUs. Beer Advocate is giving the Eugene Porter a 90 from the Beer Advocate people. Somehow Rate Beer, or somehow the bros from Beer Advocate have nothing to say. And from Rate Beer, we're getting a 95 overall and a 97 in its style of porter. So, sounds like some good things. I have had 3 of the other cans. There are 3 left. I will let you know what the hell is up with this. The 2-up glass really accentuates its head. Typically, it's probably a 2 to 3 finger head in a Guinness type glass that my buddy used earlier. But it's alright. Very that tan looking stout porter head, and it's dark as night, not entirely. It does have some ruby red tinges around the bottom and the sides of the glass. I can't see my hand through the glass. Tiny popping and fizzing. Definitely the Belgian yeast strain is playing well in the beer. There's and I've had, again, this is the 3rd can now, and it's reminding me a lot of an Imperial Stout in a lot of different ways in its robust nature. It has that same kind of dark fruited quality, those figs and dates, raisins, cherries. Even though it's 6.8%, it still has those kind of notes. Big malty presence. Big dark malts. Caramel, toffee, dark malts. Charred, woody notes. Very slight bourbon notes. Very slight vanilla. But just a big charred, malty, sweet kind of a brew, like an Imperial Stout, without that kind of a alcohol nose coming through. Cheers. Yeah, that's absolutely outstanding, that beer. Revolution Brewing is doing some things in the correct fashion. So now I've had the Eugene Porter. I've had their Anti-Hero IPA, which is great. I've had their Galaxy hopped version, equally as great. And I've had their bigger barrel series. I think it was called Mad Cow Stout, which is a imperial kind of a milk stout. But this one is, again, I believe it's 6.8%, and it's doing a lot of those things that you want a good imperial stout to do. Yeah, 20 AIBUs at 6.8%. So it's doing a lot of those things in the notes that a great imperial stout does, and everything is just lightened substantially in its flavor. I'm noticing really good licorice notes, those anise type notes mixed in with the dark fruit and the cherries. Great dark chocolate. It's specialty Belgian malts, and for some reason, and it's hard for me to describe that, that's exactly what I'm getting. There's a yeasty component to it, and a sugary sweet component that's working real nice with that malt complexion. I would say it's somewhere between a medium and a full-bodied beer, but I'm going to call it a medium-style beer. And this is a great beer if you're looking for an imperial stout. I mean, 6.8 is nothing to joke about, still. But if you're looking for an imperial stout type of a flavor, and you don't want to drink that big of a beer, this is certainly one to go to. So I am commending Revolution Brewing for creating this beer and for what has been achieved in this. This is a great porter. Lots of dark chocolate. Yeah. There is some bitterness at the end of that. I mean, it's not a huge amount of bitterness. It's an earthy, green kind of bitterness. There is some souring, lactic souring notes as it tries to dry and as it tries to strip that palate clean. Not the cleanest beer, but it's doing some of that there. I mean, 95, I could not give it quite that, but straight up A is fine by me. This is definitely an A beer. It's definitely that 92.3 range. I think this is a great porter beer if you want to spend that money, that $10.99 on a 6-pack of this Revolution Brew. Go ahead and do it. Unfortunately, this one was brewed or canned all the way back on the 15th of March in 2016, so not the freshest brew, but I don't care because the flavors are holding up and are still very vibrant. It's a vibrant tasting beer, dessert beer. I don't know, just sit around with Patriots winning the fucking Super Bowl with this beer. Cheers. I'm going to give this an A. See you all soon.